welcome. This is going to be a shadow work reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please just keep in mind that this may or may not resonate for you. It is my hope that it does. However, it's just not possible that I'm going to resonate for everyone, all right? So if it does, that's great, and if not, that's okay too. So Virgo, what I was picking up on for you initially was sort of this energy of, I feel like there's a need for you to work on the yin energy, okay, which would be the feminine energy, the more nurturing and open side of yourself here, okay. I feel like it's sort of like weighing out this decision to, you know, give your time and give your energy to, you know, maybe one person, or, you know, like who and what you're going to give your time and energy to, okay, if that makes sense. So I feel like there may be a need for you to, you know, work on being more open. I'm feeling sort of like this energy of being really closed off and really, you know, structured in the sense of, you know, disengaging emotionally here. Okay, so this just, you know, off the top, just to let you know. But let's go ahead and get into it here now, please, Holy Spirit, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What shadow work message do you have for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shadow work message for Virgo. And if you hear any extra noise in the background, I have closed myself off. However, I do have children out in the other part of the house there, so they are a little rowdy today. Please, Holy Spirit, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What shadow work message do you have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Shadow work message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please, Holy Spirit, for Virgo, the highest good of Virgo. What shadow work message do you have for Virgo currently, please, Holy Spirit? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shadow work message. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shadow work message for Virgo. Alright, I'm hearing one more. Alright, and also I feel like there may be a sense of insecurity or something here, okay, or like a lack of confidence, you know, but I feel like you're just kind of not really like letting on here emotionally. But let's see. Yeah, okay. So you have the inner child and love here. Yeah, see, okay, so I feel like there's definitely, all right, so this could go back to your childhood here with inner child, okay. So like your early years, so maybe there's something from the early years that has caused you to kind of withdraw emotionally or keep yourself in a place of being more, you know, closed off here. All right, as far as the heart space is concerned, I feel like this love energy is just in general relating to the heart space, okay. You know, like that nurturing energy here. Beauty is on the bottom, as well as cycles, okay. So 17 and 6 here, with 28 on love and 16 on inner child. So I feel like beauty, you know, this is kind of about embracing yourself and being able to express yourself as well, I feel like, okay. So I feel like with the cycles energy, this is sort of about moving you into this newness here, okay, as far as being able to do that, being open. All right, let me go ahead and get the other deck, and then we'll get clarifiers out. All right, please, Holy Spirit, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What shadow work message do you have for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What shadow work message do you have for Virgo right now, please, Holy Spirit? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, one more. Virgo, please, Holy Spirit, what shadow work message do you have for Virgo? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So forgetting oneself, number 17 here. Alright, calling the storm, number 30 on the bottom, as well as hiding your true self, number 14, and triumph of lies, number 1. Alright, so you may kind of like, you know, put on this front or sort of have like this facade as far as, you know, your emotions are concerned here. So with forgetting oneself, I feel like this is, you know, maybe you choosing to kind of overlook, you know, what is in your heart space here, okay? It's you kind of choosing to disconnect emotionally maybe here. So with calling the storm, I feel like this is going within, and this is, you know, kind of about embracing those emotions, you know, really tapping into your heart space here, and embracing the power that comes from that here, okay? You know, with beauty here is the same thing. It's kind of like, you know, embracing yourself and, you know, learning how to express, you know, what's in your heart here, okay? Let me get one more here for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And these are both number 17 as well, with forgetting oneself and beauty. What else here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Shadow work message for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit. What else here for, here it is. Alright, so masquerade, number 15, yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like wearing a mask here. It's kind of pretending, alright? It's not really addressing, I feel like the emotional side of things here for yourself is what I feel like masquerade is speaking to. Queen of my world, number 24 is on the bottom. Alright, so, and calling the storm again, number 30, okay? So, Virgo, you know, I feel like masquerade is sort of where, you know, you may have connections or something like that, but I feel like they're kind of only on the surface level here, okay? I feel like there's an avoidance of, you know, deep connections here, because I feel like there's, you know, some closed off energy as far as the heart space, like I said. So you know, and with Queen of my world here, I almost sense like where it's like, you know, this energy of you know, kind of, it's kind of icy energy here, okay? It's kind of cold and closed off. You know, I feel like, you know, like I said in the beginning, as far as the sense of control here, okay? So you may kind of have like really set boundaries, okay? And maybe to the point of like excessive, okay, as far as with the boundaries are concerned here. But let me go ahead and clarify. Alright, so we're going to clarify inner child here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please, Holy Spirit. What about this Virgo energy in regards to Virgo's shadow work? Please, Holy Spirit. Why is inner child here in regards to Virgo's shadow work? Inner child, please, Holy Spirit. Clarify inner child for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify inner child for Virgo's shadow work, please, Holy Spirit. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus shadow message. Why is inner child here for Virgo's shadow work message? Alright, one more. Clarify inner child for Virgo's shadow work, please, Holy Spirit. Clarify inner child for Virgo's shadow work message. Wow, okay. Alright, so you have the moon card energy here. Now what I'm feeling like with this is I was hearing the word exposed. Okay, so I feel like there's something maybe needing brought to the surface here as far as from your childhood. You know, something that's lingering. Alright, that could be the cause of what I feel like, you know, is this energy of like a lack of confidence, you know, and kind of this emotional disconnect here. So I feel like this is, you know, kind of going within to uncover and expose what that is, okay? This could even just be exposing your emotions in general, I feel like, okay? Learning how to, you know, turn the page and be able to open up here emotionally. All right, yeah, because you have Six of Pentacles here and Five of Pentacles on, as well as Nine of Swords. All right, so I really feel, you know, as if this is you kind of bringing yourself out of the cold in an emotional sense, okay? Releasing some fear and anxiety here in doing that, all right? I feel like, you know, this is equal reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles, so this is giving and receiving, you know, equally. Yeah, I feel like this is exposing your feelings, exposing your emotions, learning to do that. Whereas maybe before you've gone like a long period of, you know, not being open here. Let's clarify inner child one more time for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shadow work message for Virgo. Yeah, okay, Justice. So I really sense where, like, you know, it could be that you're even in the process of trying to, like, decide on doing this, you know, but it's almost like you're kind of clinging to that past habit of staying closed off, okay? And with Justice, I feel like it's also about that balance again, okay? Like learning to balance that yin and yang energy, all right? And I feel like what's needing worked on is the yin energy, the feminine energy, the loving, the nurturing side of you, the softer side of you, okay? Yeah, and look at Ace of Cups is on the bottom as well, so I feel like that's opening up your heart space here. Three of Cups, okay? I feel like this is you connecting with other people on an emotional front, you know, allowing people in here to your heart space, okay? Or allowing someone in. Let's clarify love for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit. Love for Virgo's shadow work. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why is love here in regards to Virgo's shadow work? Alright, the Star card. Yeah, okay, so this is like a sense of healing on your part, okay? Being able to open up your heart space here. You know, and it could be you nurturing a situation that maybe you previously had closed yourself off to, okay? So, let's see what's on the bottom. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you were really closed off before here, okay? And I feel like this is you, you know, really embracing the heart space here and what's in your heart and being able to express it. Clarify love one more time. Okay, so like maybe there's somebody that you're kind of feeling pulled towards or something you're feeling pulled towards here. And this is a matter of you going with that. Yeah, look at that. Okay, Two of Cups. Yeah, okay, so this could definitely be about, like, you know, love and relationships. Okay, soulmate connections here with the Two of Cups and, the, you know, this love energy. I feel like this is you embracing a connection. This is you embracing the feelings that you have about a connection. Okay, the Two of Cups now, I'm also feeling like this is that yin and yang energy just within yourself. So if there's not a person at the moment, I feel like this is simply, you know, a matter of you, you know, bringing that masculine and feminine energy into alignment, okay? I feel like this is you balancing out those energies within yourself so that you can, you know, live in a healthy manner here as far as, you know, being practical, but also being in touch with your emotional side. Yeah, the Hermit is on the bottom, Death and Nine of Pentacles, okay? Ooh. So I feel like there's definitely a transformation, okay, that is occurring with the Death card energy. I feel like this is kind of, you know, laying to rest an old way of living here, and going within with this Hermit energy and pulling out, you know, that wisdom from, you know, what you've learned previously, you know, how things worked for you in the past, okay? I'm going back to that Five of Pentacles energy too, of kind of, you know, being left out in the cold. So it's like, you know, if you don't open that heart space, then, you know, you're not really going to know what it is to have, you know, loving connections here. Let's clarify forgetting oneself for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please, Holy Spirit. Clarify forgetting oneself. Virgo's shadow work message, please, Holy Spirit. Clarify forgetting oneself for Virgo's shadow work message. Okay, strength here. All right, yeah. All right, so I feel like, you know, you may kind of be doing this because you lack confidence, you lack courage here, okay? I feel like you're trying to rein yourself in is what it feels like as well with strength, okay? I feel like you're just kind of trying to rein yourself in. So there's definitely like something intentional about this. You know, you hold back emotionally. Ten of Wands, so it creates a lot of burdens for you here, okay? Eight of Wands, I feel like it also, you know, creates this lack of movement, this lack of progress, all right? You know, I feel like it kind of stalls your communication also, all right? Knight of Cups, yeah, I really sense where it's just this blocked off energy and it stalls, you know, it stalls these connections for you emotionally. All right, clarify forgetting oneself one more time for Virgo's shadow work message, please, Holy Spirit. Clarify forgetting oneself for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus shadow work message. Let's see. So Knight of Cups wanted to come out, okay? Yeah, so Magician is on the bottom. Alright, so I feel like there's a lack of manifestation when it comes to also that Magician. I feel like is realizing, you know, that you have the power, you hold the power to manifest things here for yourself, good things, but I feel like there's such a closed off energy when it comes to the heart chakra. Alright, so it's like you're stalling that, you're delaying that progress, you're delaying the manifestation of it. Alright, so you have the Two of Wands and the Chariot on the bottom as I was speaking. So, you know, you may feel kind of stuck on one path is what I'm feeling like with the Two of Wands. It's like you're stuck on one path here that's really kind of unproductive. I feel like there's not a whole lot of forward movement, okay? But it's because of this closed off energy. You're not embracing the yin side of you. Alright, let's clarify Masquerade for Virgo's shadow work, please, Holy Spirit. Alright, clarify Masquerade, please, Holy Spirit, for Virgo's shadow work message, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What about Masquerade for Virgo's shadow work message, please, Holy Spirit? Clarify Masquerade, please. Why is the Masquerade energy here for Virgo's shadow work? Yeah. Four of Cups. Alright, so I sense where there's sort of like this lack of interest, this sort of discontentment here, okay? So I feel like you're kind of bored in this energy with the Masquerade. I feel like, okay, you know, and also I feel where this Four of Cups, this is the Masquerade. This is how you're acting, okay? You're acting disinterested, you're acting bored, but I feel like in reality, that's all for show. Okay? But maybe some part of you, I feel like, also is in fact bored with you know, acting bored, if that makes sense. Okay. 3 of Cups is on the bottom, yeah. Alright, so it's definitely to do with your connections, your emotional connections. Alright, clarify masquerade one more time for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, the Hermit. Alright. So I feel like this is kind of where you withdraw here, okay, with the Hermit energy. You act unavailable, you act bored, you act you know, kind of detached here. But I feel like there's a level of discontentment in doing that. Okay, yeah, and Lovers is on the bottom. Let's see, which that I feel like is just going back to you needing to balance out that feminine energy, the yin energy. Okay, let us get some additional messages and then we'll get some advice. Alright. Alright, please, Holy Spirit, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shadow work message for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please, Holy Spirit, what more in regard to this shadow work message for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo's shadow work message, please, Holy Spirit. I feel like you may be needing to, you know, express yourself as far as your feelings are concerned a bit more. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shadow work message for Virgo. Right, one more, so that's that. Virgo's shadow work message, please, Holy Spirit. What more in regard to this shadow work message for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, slowing down. Alright, understanding is here on the bottom as well as turning in. Okay, so I feel like there's some heavy contemplation or some heavy reflection as far as, you know, maybe realizing that you do this, okay, and realizing that you're the one, you know, with the power to turn it around here for yourself. Let's get one more for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What more to this shadow work message for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit? What more in regards to this shadow work message for Virgo? Yo, okay, experiencing on the bottom as well as traveling. All right, yeah. So maybe, you know, you kind of feel bad about blocking something out here, or you feel, you know, some sense of guilt and responsibility over, you know, things not working out previously, okay, with a connection or just past connections in general. Like maybe you realize that it's you here, but you still struggle with opening up. Let me get one more for Virgo, please, Holy Spirit. One more for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, Lover's card came out again, okay. Change is on the bottom, transformation, turning in, and abundance, and celebration, okay. So yeah, like I said, I feel like there's definitely some sort of, you know, change and transformation as far as the way that maybe you handle things, the way that you go about things in your more intimate connections here, okay? Maybe realizing, like I said, the responsibility, the part that you play in things that have fallen through here, all right? And really going within and connecting here to sort through that. I feel like you know, facing those ghosts there, dealing with those ghosts, okay, maybe related to your childhood, and, you know, coming back into this place of happiness and celebration and unity here, I feel like, okay, but first there's definitely some work needing done internally. I feel like as far as the heart chakra is concerned, okay, that feminine side of you, all right, that more loving and nurturing side of you. I feel like this is definitely somebody who tends to, you know, have a more masculine approach to things. But I don't necessarily feel like it's something that you know, not necessarily something that you want. It's just sort of like a way that you've learned to live, okay? It could be like sort of a coping mechanism even, you know, from like your childhood, like you sort of just learn to disconnect emotionally. You know, maybe you didn't grow up in a very loving environment, right? Like, so you didn't really learn how to express your feelings productively, and you didn't really learn, like, you know, maybe you were taught that it wasn't okay to, like, you know, show the softer side of you or something, okay? That's kind of what I'm picking up on here, so take it as it fits. Let's get some final advice here, please, Holy Spirit, in regard to this message for Virgo's shadow work. Final advice for Virgo in regard to this message on their shadow work, please, Holy Spirit. Final message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in regard to this message on their shadow work. Alright, I'm hearing one more. Virgo's advice, please, Holy Spirit, in regards to this message on their shadow work. Final advice do you have for Virgo? Okay, wow. So you have healing here, number 29, which supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. You also have heart chakra, number 4, which is the green flower of life. It supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. All right, so again, balancing out that you know, yin energy with that yang energy, and definitely the heart chakra, as I've been saying here throughout. You also have number 13, which is coherence, and supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Okay, so again, you know, that emotional side of you, balancing that out with that, you know, practical side of you here, okay? And solar plexus chakra, number 3, which is the yellow flower of life and supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Okay, so as I said, right, you know, kind of that sense of responsibility for things maybe that have fallen through previously, okay, and kind of getting a handle on that here, all right, is what it feels like. And also, as far as your personal power and willpower, that's speaking to that magician energy, okay. So let's see what's on the bottom here. Is the crown chakra, number 7, which is the violet flower of life and supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Okay, so I feel like this is where you're really needing to you know, find a way to open up that heart chakra here, okay, Virgo. That's what I have for you. All right, connecting, like I said, going within and, you know, working on that heart space there so that you can, you know, manifest this healing for yourself and potentially, you know, some good connections that are going to be worthwhile for you. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Virgo. I wish you much love. I wish you much luck, and I will catch y'all another time. Thanks so much.